Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, baby? I gotta talk about Latanya. Latanya and Harrison. You should know better. I am so disgusted by Latanya and Harrison. You say, Gigi, who is Latanya and Harrison? I tell you who she is. It's this four-eyed black queen that you see on the screen. You see the four-eyed black queen? Do y'all see her? Huh? Do y'all see her looking unkept? Press 4 if you see the black queen. Okay. Now she's 40 years old and she has two daughters. Okay. A 15-year-old and a 10-year-old. And guess who's next to the black queen? We got the black king. Yes. Now, his name is Terrence. Terrence Washington is her boyfriend. He's 41 years old and she's 40. Y'all should know better. Y'all should know better. And I know you like, girl, Gigi, why you so mad, baby? Why you so mad? I tell you why I'm mad, because this black queen right here. Oh, my goodness. She wasn't protecting her seeds. She was not protecting her daughters. She wasn't loving on her daughters. She allowed her boyfriend to essay her 15-year-old daughter. And when she caught them in the act, girl, she got jealous. Now, this happened back in February when she caught Latanya Ann Harrison, 40 years old. She caught her boyfriend humping on her 15-year-old daughter. Now, did she chastise that nigga? No, she did not. She went straight to her 15-year-old daughter and said, oh, really? Really? Honey, they said she got the lighter fluid. She got the alcohol. She poured it all on her daughter while she's in the bed. Okay, just sprinkling all on her chest, all on her breast, her head, and everything, and set her daughter on fire. Set her on fire, y'all. Can you believe this? Yeah, set her own daughter on fire because she caught her boyfriend essaying her own daughter, testing her own daughter. Who need enemies when you got parents like this? And it's sad because right now I'm talking about real news. I'm talking about things that's really happening in our community right now. And we don't got that many likes. So y'all are just on here for the fake gossip stuff, right? Okay, to the key. We need to talk about the real stuff too, dealing with real people, real victims. It's sad. We only got 155 people up in here and only 69 likes. Can we please get the likes up? Do you guys like me doing this commentary? Usually y'all say y'all do like me doing this commentary. I just don't do it consistently enough. But I gotta get on my consistency. Okay. And I got the phone number up here. And let me put the link up here so y'all can chime in on this, because we need to talk about these black queens and these black kings in our community. Okay, because our kids are not safe with the parents. And I don't want to hear this crap talking about some, it's not like a mother love. It's not like a mother love. Every mother is not created equally. Every mother love is not the same. Okay? Just because you're a mother don't mean you loving your kids. Clearly, this is prime example right here. Okay? So after she burnt up her 15-year-old daughter, because she wanted to make her look ugly. She was jealous of her daughter. She wanted to make her look so disgusting so her boyfriend won't be touching on her daughter. Okay? Do you think that stopped that nigga? Hell no. Hell no, I ain't gonna stop that nigga. He like Diddy, can't stop, won't stop. And that was back in February. So, girl, honey, did you know Terrence, her boyfriend, had the pow and popped her daughter in the chest one day and popped her daughter in the face the next day? Are you serious? And they did not take this baby to get medical attention. When she got burnt up in February, they did not take her to go get medical attention. And I believe they was kidnapping her. She wasn't going to school. They was kidnapping her, SAing her, just treating her bad. And then they said, well, you say, well, Gigi, how did they get caught? What happened? Who told what? Girl, they was in a car accident. They said that Terrence was driving, okay? Latanya Ann Harrison, the mother, was in the car, and the two daughters was in the back seat. And they got into a bad car accident. And when the cops or the ambulance picked up the girl, they noticed that she had 2 bullet wounds that was untreated, and she had all these fire burn marks all over her chest and shoulder blades, okay, and her neck and things. So, they questioned their daughter and the 10-year-old, and honey, it was revealed everything that I just said. And they are saying that the mother, Latanya Ann Harrison, is her bond is $1 million, and the dude bond is 0. He's in jail, I believe, for attempted murder because he tried to attempt to murder her. And honey, it is so sad in these streets. 40, 41, that's some of y'all ages. These are y'all friends. This is y'all generation. What do y'all got to say about y'all generation of people? Y'all grew up with these people, 41 and 40? Yeah. Girl, it's a sad day up here in these streets. And I want to know what you guys think about it. They said this woman attacked her own daughter over some Dusty Man Island girl. Yes, she did. She was jealous when she saw her boyfriend humping on her daughter. Some of these black queens would do anything for these kings. Okay? And to be honest, I think she knew that this man had something for her daughter. How could you not? How you not know? Well, I guess some of y'all, hey, let me ask the question. Have any of y'all boyfriends tried to hit on y'all daughters? Press 1 if you have been in that situation. Press 4 if you've never been in that situation. I don't know. Because I be thinking, you don't be watching your boyfriend. You don't see his eyes wondering about your daughter. But I guess some people just don't know. But I think she know. I think she knew. And just for the fact that she would attack her daughter and she didn't care about it, and she allowed this man to pow her daughter in the face and in the chest and did not seek medical attention, did not seek help for her daughter. What type of mothers are out here? What type of black queens is out here raising our babies? Huh? What is this? And I want to know, well, where is the biological father? Hell, dealing with this black queen, you just never know. You don't know. She don't know. Hell, Stephanie donated $5. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is a state of emergency. We need to talk about this. So I do want to play this news report. You guys can hear in the background, and hopefully when I'm finished playing this news report, y'all will be calling in, honey, because y'all need to call in on this, and we need to talk about this. We need to have a hometown meeting about this. A hometown meeting about this. Do you hear me?
Our prayers go out to the victim.
You heard me.
3 words. I'm going to talk about resilience, because that victim showed resilience to be a survivor.
He's talking about the daughter. He said the victim shows resilience to be a survivor because she should have been gone. But that 15-year-old has lived and she survived to tell her story. And it's so heartbreaking. I can't imagine my mom hating me so much. I can't imagine my mother putting fire on me, setting me on fire in front of this man while he cussed me out. And I didn't consent. I didn't want to do nothing with him. He forced himself on me, and I am to blame. I mean, it's hell. It's hell. She is living in hell. She is living in hell. As a 15-year-old, her whole childhood experience is ruined. Okay? She never had a normal childhood. We're just going out, playing with Barbie dolls, hanging out with the girls, growing, all that. No, she had a monster living amongst her. And she had two because she got her mama monster. And we don't even know the verbal abuse that this girl have traumatized. And she has to live with this. And then the 10-year-old daughter is seeing all this. That is traumatizing her as well. And where they're going to go now? To foster care? Where they going to go now? Is that other relative that can take care of them? Probably not. So these individuals are going through real life. Life is life, and for so many people, they don't got time to keep up with these damn celebrities because life is life, and for a lot of people out here in these streets, they don't got time to keep up with this goddamn election because life is life, and for people, this is real life. This ain't no goddamn reality show. Let's keep on listening.
And bottom line, from a Marine's perspective, she was a true warrior to survive of that. So I'll continue to pray for that young lady and her recovery. So I'll kind of go over the facts. It's a 15-year-old female victim, and we're obviously not going to release her name. The two suspects were LaTanya Ann Harris, 40 years old of Thibodaux, and Terrence Washington, 41 years of Thibodaux. This one's a tough one. It's a real tough one. But we have Baytown. We have a representative for Baytown Police Department. We thank you from the bottom of our heart. It's a tough one. And my detectives, thank you. Thank you. Because we're gonna make sure justice is served for that victim. To give you some more facts, on April 21st, 2024, approximately 8:30, Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office was notified by DCFS of an abuse case that is being investigated by Baytown Police Department. The abuse was discovered as a result of a traffic crash investigated which occurred on I-10 East in Baytown, Texas. When Baytown officers arrived on the scene, they located a driver armed with a handgun who was taken into custody by Baytown Police Department. Baytown PD located 2 adults and 2 juveniles in a vehicle. The adult driver was identified as Terrence Washington. Adult from the front passenger was identified as LaTanya Harris, along with a 10-year-old and a 15-year-old female passengers. The 15-year-old female was found to be suffering from large-scale burns to the majority of her upper body and multiple gunshot wounds.
Wow.
She was transported to a local hospital in a home in Houston, Texas area. Through the investigation, detectives learned that mid-February 2024, the juvenile female was burned after LaTanya Harris had learned of a sexual assault committed on the juvenile by her fiance, Terrence Washington. Harris burned the juvenile with flammable liquid in a lighter at the Thibodaux residence in Terrebonne.
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? So you know nothing I'm making up, sweetheart. I know this is a wild story, but I promise you I'm not exaggerating. I wish I was lying to you, but I'm not. This actually happened to this 15-year-old girl, and we're not releasing her face for her protection or her name for her protection. But we are releasing her mother's face and name, LaTanya Ann Harrison, 40 years old, and her fiance boyfriend, Terrence Washington, 41 years old. And like I said, they are part of y'all generation. What do y'all got to say? Am I blocked? No, you're not blocked, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, shit, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Burnt her up because she caught her daughter getting essayed by her boyfriend. She didn't blame her boyfriend. She blamed her daughter. So what was she one of those moms where, did you seduce my boyfriend? You want my man? You jealous of me? It's because what you had on. I told you to stop having that shit on. And I can't imagine this 15-year-old girl. She does not have a lot of fight, because I would think that she'll fight back. Well, maybe she did fight back because I'm sure they beating her. I'm sure if they putting fire on her and they shooting her in the face, the boyfriend shot her in the chest, y'all, and shot her in the face. They ain't getting no belts. They shooting. So I'm assuming maybe when she was trying to escape, that's when he shot her in the chest. And then she tried to escape again. He shot her in the face.
It was later determined that the victim received 3rd and 4th degree burns over 30% of her body. Since the intentional burning in mid-February, Harris and Washington both denied medical treatment to the juvenile. In the weeks leading to April 21st, a wreck, Terrence Washington shot the juvenile on 2 separate days within the residence. Washington and Harrison placed the 2 juveniles in a vehicle where they drove to Texas and crashed while Washington was driving recklessly. The juvenile was found with life-threatening injuries and being treated for gunshots and burns injuries by multiple hospitals in the Houston, Texas area. LaTanya was arrested for 1 count of attempted 1st-degree murder, 1 count of 2nd-degree cruelty to a juvenile, and 1 count of domestic abuse, battery, and a child endangerment. Harris is currently being held in Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's for a $1 million bond. Terrence Washington is being held in Harris County, Texas, without bond on multiple criminal charges that occurred in Texas. Arrest warrants have been obtained in Terrebonne Parish for 2 counts of attempted 1st-degree murder, 1 count of 2nd-degree cruelty to a juvenile, and 1 count of molestation of a juvenile, 1 count of obstruction of justice, 3 counts of indecent behavior with a juvenile, and 5 counts of 2nd-degree rape. Washington is also being held without bond. This case can shock anybody's conscience. But one thing I vow, we're going to work very hard with the district attorney, and we're going to find justice for that victim. She deserves that, and I promise you I won't sleep till we know that young lady gets the justice she deserves. And again, I want to thank my detectives, Baytown Police. They did a phenomenal job on their part, and that's why they're here today. I stand with them as they stand with us to make sure we get that victim the justice she deserves. Thank you.
All right, so that is the report, as you guys can see.
Anytime a child suffers abuse at the hands of a family member or household member, it is both tragic and incomprehensible. When the very people whom a child should be able to trust.
She sounds like she's reading to me, but I want you guys to call in, because if it wasn't for that car accident, we would have never known about this, and she would have probably been gone, and we would have known nothing. And, you know, it's shocked that a mother, you don't hear oftentimes these Black queen mothers are doing some terrible stuff like this and allowing her boyfriend to do all this. She didn't report on her boyfriend. She ain't called the cops or nothing. Now I'm reading the comments over here. They said one day the Black community will be ready to have a conversation about jealous mothers and how they treat their daughters. Do you think we got a lot of Black mothers out here that are jealous of their daughters? Press 1 if we need to have that conversation about these jealous mothers that are jealous of their daughters, okay? Which is just disgusting. And y'all need to call in. We need to talk about this. Y'all not calling in? When it's time to talk about some real news, where y'all at? Y'all ghosts. If we were talking about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, y'all be up in here. A mother being jealous of her daughter. Jealous of her daughter. Jealous of her daughter. What should you do if you are a Black mom and you're jealous of your daughter? Go get help. But you shouldn't have no man in the house, because you can't take that. You always gonna think your man is chilling with your daughter trying to get in it with your man. And I guess when this mama, LaTanya, when she bust in that room and she saw her boyfriend humping on her daughter, she just lost it. And she blamed the daughter. She blamed the 15-year-old. You stupid slut. You the one that did this. It's almost like the damn Precious. Do you guys remember Precious, where Monique played that role and her daughter was that big back bitch and she was eating that fucking fried chicken, KFC, that big bucket of fried chicken. She done stole that big bucket, okay? And she said, Precious, you fucking my man? You effing my man, bitch? You think you grown, huh? You think you a grown woman. So that video, that movie was based on real life scenarios. And it's sad that it's mothers and daughters that are still having these type of relationships. And we don't even talk about it. We don't discuss it about it. And the goddaughters, I guess they so ashamed of it, they don't speak about it. Caller from 617. I'm glad you called in and talked to me. What are your thoughts about this?
Hi, this is Kiki calling. I just think this is crazy. I was a little late on getting the news, but when I heard about it, my mouth was just dropped to the floor. I'm disgusted on the situation. I don't. This is what we've come to. Like this is a mentality that like this is what we've come to right now. Like this is all I'm thinking of. Like this is what we've come to.
Well, they said that
Like
this
what is
been happening
wrong? What is wrong?
with our black queen mothers being jealous of their daughters.
But and you know what? And it's sad to say that that's actually the reality of a lot of people's life. It's so sad if that's the case. Like that's so. It's a sickness. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Like, how do you? I mean, I'm a mother myself, and I just couldn't imagine. I couldn't be in that position. You know what I mean? So it's like, just the thought of it, you know, and it's a messed up situation. It's a messed up
Got it.
situation.
Well, let's try to. Okay, so if you have a mother, she's older, and she submit herself to a man, and she want to be everything to this man, and the man she got it look like a dusty. Okay, so if she have to lay down with this man, I'm showing that she's like, God damn it, I love you, nigga. I do whatever you want me to do, nigga. I'm your private dancer, nigga. Look at me, nigga. Okay, and then to see that 15-year-old and just, I don't know. Do you think that she suspected?
Well, here's the problem then.
Do you think that she suspected that her boyfriend was looking at her daughter before she called? Or what do y'all think, y'all? Do you think that she was surprised to see it? Do you think she suspected her daughter of I'm
gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and say I hope she was surprised and not already suspecting it. Because if you was already suspecting it, you shouldn't have been putting yourself in that type of predicament. You know what I mean? If you're suspecting that situation. So I'm gonna hope that she was surprised by that situation.
Okay, let's play with it. If she's surprised and you see your boyfriend humping on your daughter, wouldn't you be like, nigga, get off my motherfucking daughter? Get off her.
Listen, I'd probably do more than that.
But she blamed the daughter.
If
she was surprised, she blamed the daughter. And we have to realize too, LaTanya Ann Harrison, she's not like y'all. Y'all are not the same. You got common sense. She don't. She's on a whole different world. So we have to go into her brain and
blaming the daughter
out.
Is not it.
Huh?
Blaming the daughter is not it. I said blaming the daughter is not it.
It's
because
not.
You gotta look at the man that you're even dealing with too. You know what I mean? Because if people think that like this stuff happens overnight, like clearly this person must have a track record of even doing something like this. You know what I mean? So this just didn't start with this person, I'm sure of. So you got to look at the person who you're dealing with. At the end of the day, that's your daughter. You know what I mean? You put this person in your daughter's space for something
she don't
like this
care
to
about
even
her
happen.
daughter. Can we just be honest? Everybody does not love their daughter. Press 1 and everybody don't love their daughter. Okay? Because y'all keep on putting this narrative like everybody loved every daughter is not getting loved. Because did you know this man piled her daughter in the face, in the chest, and she didn't do anything about it?
Yeah, see, that's somebody that's desperate to have somebody around.
That lets me know
that's somebody that's desperate to deal with, to settle for such a low situation like that, to have anybody around them, and that's a mental sickness for me. I could never, like I said, as a mother, I could never put my child in that type of predicament, and then to blame my child, you know what I mean? So like that right there, she has some issues that she was probably, and it's not to say, but she's probably a sick individual herself before she even got with this man anyways. She probably has her own twisted skeletons in her closet before she even got with this guy. So I think getting with him just kind of brought everything out that probably should have been out already, but she probably has some sick things going on too prior to him.
I think?
Just with the whole outcome.
Let's go back to the bedroom. Now, she busts up in the room, I'm assuming. Now, your stance is, because you want to believe and people are good, that she was shocked. I don't think she was shocked. You guys, I think that she suspected. And it's like, bitch, I caught your ass in an act. I think before she was sitting around looking at her daughter like, look at this bitch. Oh, look, she thinks she grown. Look at her just switching in
But then
front of his face.
and what does that say about the mother? And what does that say
Hold
about her
on, Mimi.
too?
Hold on. Wait,
saying?
girl. Wait, girl. I'm sucking into it. Wait, let me do it. And looking at her with a cigarette, just peeping and shit out. You know, when she see her man look at this bitch. She don't. Why is she wearing them goddamn short ass shorts? Look at her. Why is she bending over like that to pick up the goddamn remote? Look at this bitch.
Right.
And she probably told this bitch, you better be careful. You better be careful, ho. Put some clothes on. You disrespecting me. You are disrespecting me. I don't play that.
Right.
That's my man. That's my man.
And I doubt she was even saying any of that because it sounds like she was just trying to. She was just probably. I
think she was
trying to play it out. She seemed
like she's very loud. She's gonna let it be known. And I think that Terrence, he played into it. And he liked it. He liked that the mother was so over jealous and crazy about him. And I think Terrence, he was just a monster and he was trying to sneak it in. Come on, do it. Do it. You better do it. I'm going to say that you seduced me. You better do it. You better do it. And I think this was not the first time Terrence was doing this to the 15-year-old. I think he's been doing it for the 15-year-old. It's just this time they got caught and the mom said, nah, I'm going to show you. You think you pretty. You think you looking fucking good, bitch. And she burns her whole up. Do you hear me? But hold on right there. I do got some other callers. But yeah, she burnt her daughter up. Calling from 301. You're live on the air.
Yeah, what's up, Gigi? How you doing?
Hey, baby, what's going on?
No, what's up? I just want to comment on the article real quick. First of all, it's sad. But at the same time, you know, I don't know if this is the first time the mother has caught her daughter with her boyfriend. You know what I mean? I don't know if her mother has, the mother has any type of intellectual, whatever, disability. You know, who knows? The mother could have been on drugs and her mother could have been aiming for him. And maybe she didn't know how to hold the gun.
No, not the mom.
It could be so much right there.
The mother did not pow the daughter. The dude did.
I'm sorry, I'm coming in late. So the boyfriend did it?
Yeah, the boyfriend did it on a different day, on 2 different occasions. He shot the daughter in her chest.
I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
It's okay. And he shot the daughter in the face. The first incident happened in February where the mom caught the boyfriend essaying her 15-year-old daughter. And then she got gasoline and fire and rubbernol, and she poured it all over her daughter's chest and body and burnt her up. And then after that, later on.
So why come no one didn't get involved with that right there? Like nobody in the community, no teachers at the school, nothing.
I'm assuming she was not going to school. They was not having her go to school, I'm assuming. Then they said this, check this out. Later on, I believe recently, the boyfriend powed the 15-year-old in the chest and then powed her the next day on a different occasion in the face. Now, how they got caught was the Terrence, he was driving reckless and he got into a car accident, and it was him, the mother and the 2 daughters in the back seat, the 15-year-old and the 10-year-old. And when the ambulance came, you know, they put him in a hospital and they realized the 15-year-old had gun wounds that has not been treated properly. And she had a lot of burnt marks all over her body. So they questioned her and they got all this information. And that's why these 2 are in jail.
Okay, but is the girl still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's good. It's a miracle that she lived through it all.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know, it's sad, but you know, there are a lot of young girls out here that do sleep with their mother's boyfriends behind their back. I'm not saying this applies to this particular story, but it happens all the time. And the mother's fully aware of it as well.
But
In fact,
that's
some
a
mothers encourage
child.
it to keep their man.
KFC,
So,
that's even if the child is willing doing it, she cannot consent because that is a child. And these are
right, because
grown
she's
men.
underage.
Yeah, these are
Right.
grown men.
Right. It's sad. It's sad.
It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's worse than sad. This girl's life is ruined. Her whole childhood is gone. She don't get to have the childhood like y'all did. Her childhood is full of terror. And your mother, I mean, all of us, not all, but a lot of us in the society paints this world that every mom loves you. Your mom loves you so much. And I can't imagine if you live in a world where everybody says your mom loves you so much and your mom do not love you, you definitely feel
Right.
like you're not good enough. You definitely feel like, what the F is wrong with me? Why ain't my mother loving me? Where my daddy at? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a sad story. And this is her real mother, right? She wasn't adopted anything. It's her real
No,
mother.
this is her biological mother.
Damn, it's messed up. Yeah, well, that's a sad case. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Sad. I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
I mean, 'cause it's a sad case.
Yeah. Hold on, KFC. Caller from 251. You're live on the air.
Oh, I was calling to make a comment on about the girl.
Please.
To my opinion, a lot of these mothers is so weak and so desperate for a man, they won't protect their children. They worry about a man instead of their children. This woman, she should be ashamed of herself. I'm the mother. I'm the mother of two daughters. They grown. I got grown granddaughters. If I had, I would protect them over anybody. You know, your mother's supposed to keep their girls safe. And these women need to stop jumping in these relationships with these no good men.
Well, it's an issue
Gotta
about
protect their
this
children.
man worshiping. Because, and you know what? It's part, okay, you got the man worship, but then you got to fix yourself. She's mentally ill. This is mental illness.
She's mentally ill. And there's just a lot of them out there like that. I talk to a lot of young ladies. I'm 63 years old. Tell them put God first and then your children. Protect your children. Don't be so hard up to take anything in your home over your children.
And this girl is 40
You got
years
to protect
old.
your children.
I don't know
if your
why.
mother don't protect you, who is?
I don't know why. I'm thinking 40-year-old, you should know better. You should, come on now, 40?
Yeah. Yes, who's going to protect your children if you don't? You the mother.
Well, most likely, if we
gotta keep a relationship with your children so you can talk to
let's
them.
role play. Let's role play. And I'm gonna be her. Most likely she gonna say, well, ain't nobody protect me. I in my childhood, I was done worse.
That ought to make you be more want to protect yours if you've been mistreated. Like when I was growing up as a child, I didn't have a whole lot. When I birthed my children, I was able to do more for my children. They instilled me to try to do more. My parents did the best they could, but they instilled me to do better for mine, you know, and put their future, you know, look out for their future ahead and stuff. And get them in their education, make sure they got their education, make sure they kept all the doctor from dinner from. That mean we never was. I can't never remember going to the dance for one time when I was a child. But back then they didn't think about stuff like that. But I kept my children every 6 weeks.
So I
protect them. I always question my children. If anybody bothers them, to tell me. And you want to worry about them.
That's not the mama we dealing with. This mama is not like that. And I honestly think since KFC brung it up, and I know people are like, you know, they're upset with KFC, but do you think that KFC is thinking from the mother's perspective? Because now that I think about it, could the mother come in a mind frame like, you're my daughter, even though it's wrong, you betrayed me. You've been sleeping around with my boyfriend. And she does not see it like he's a grown man messing with your daughter, she sees in the way, you my daughter, you betrayed me by allowing him to do this. Because you have a lot of people that, they're victims and they say, you allowed it. Just like with Cassie. You know how many people say, well, you allow him to do it? Because they think, well, if it happened more than once, you allowed it. If somebody essays you and you ain't say nothing and they do it again, well, you allowed it. If somebody hit on you and they do it again, well, you allowed it. People have this mindset that you allow shit. So she probably think in her mind, bitch, you my daughter and you allowed his ass to do it because you wanted to do it, bitch. You want to get in my place. You want to take my man.
It's true. Yeah, in some cases it's true. Some children, some girls will want their mama man, but yet and still, I always hold adult person to encounter stuff like that. I know a child wrong and a child old enough to know what's right and then go tell somebody, but at the end of the day, she should have been trying to still love her child, just maybe had to cut back and tell the grandmama or something, but she still shouldn't have hurt her.
Right. Now, okay, hold on. Norman said, Gigi, no way. A lot of us are mothers on this live and we don't agree with that. We are our kids' protectors. I agree with you.
Yes,
I'm saying in this mother's mind, I am trying to get in this mother's mind. So that act that I did, I'm not saying that that's how you are. I'm saying from her point of view, from that mother. I know you know, Carla, but I don't think the audience receive it. Do y'all get what I was saying now? Do you get what I was doing now? Press 2 if you get and understand what I was reacting. Not per se how you would feel, but this mother on the screen, Latoya Harris, coming from her mindset, coming from her point of view.
I think she just was desperate for that man, and she was worried about losing that man more so than that. Because we see the real mama with the right mind frame would look at the man violate their daughter.
Yeah, but that's not her. That's not her because she allowed that man to pow her daughter, and she still didn't get her daughter help.
It's so sad. You just don't know why people's mind frame is.
And to be honest with you, I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but she don't look that bad. I mean, to me, she just seems like she probably had a bad hair day. I mean, he looked gruesome. Yeah. He looks horrible to me. But
there's no excuse for that.
It's no excuse.
And that daughter should have spoke up. She really should have.
But how could you blame the daughter? How could she have spoke up?
I wouldn't blame her, but I just try to teach my children. When they were growing up, that somebody violate you, tell it. If you don't think you can tell me, tell somebody, your teacher.
Okay, point example. You're the mother telling your daughter that. If I'm a daughter and I don't have anybody telling me that, then what's the problem? Her as a mom, she's probably telling her, you better not tell nobody what goes on in this house.
Yeah.
They're going to take you away and you're going to go worse. So whoever grooming you, whoever teaching you, if she is not taught this and her person that love her the most is her mom, that she thinks, and she identifies this as love because this is her mother telling her, you better not say shit that goes on in this household. Then that's what she's going to do. And she's afraid. Girl, do you know they shot her in the face?
That's so sad.
Come on now.
What you've been exposed to.
Not only did they shot her in the face, but they shot her in the chest too. 15-year-old.
Oh,
I can't imagine. And she got burnt. She burnt up, girl. Her whole neck, her chest, her breast, stomach, all burnt up. Her mom set her on fire.
Oh, we're really in the last days. All this stuff happened. Oh, boy. The sickening. Yeah, but looking at the point of view like you brought out to me, I understand more about it now. We're looking at it. I got my children always tell me you can't think everybody gonna think like you, Mom. Your heart different. That's true. It's just sad.
It's more than sad. This shit is wicked. It is, a life is lost. And you know what? More mothers are just like this. We just don't know about it. More men are just like this. We just don't know about it. And the man, can we talk about the damn man? This 41-year-old man, this 40-year-old one man doing this, destroying a family. But you know what? You cannot destroy a family unless the mother allows it. These mother accept these demons up in their family to destroy their family. He could not have done this if the mother did not accept him into the home.
You're right. You're right.
So I'm blaming the mama. She takes the bait for this. And of course the boyfriend, because he did what he did.
The mother's supposed to protect her child.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And she did the opposite.
Imagine.
She fed her daughter around a killer, danger. She put her kids in danger.
And that child life is ruined.
And I'm sure he probably did something to the 10-year-old. And maybe they just ain't telling that.
Yeah. It's going to be a miracle from the Lord that this child hard healed from all that.
Yeah, and he probably got this girl just for her daughters. Because, you know, some of these men, they are getting with these women not because of them, because they daughters.
With their daughter. They ain't got something to know. Put anything in their house.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you for so much for calling them. I'm going to put you on hold. Calling from 617. You're live on the air.
Hey, Gigi, it's Kiki
Hey.
again.
What's going on? Now, you say it's normal where you come from. News Global, you need to call in. What country you in? But go ahead, 617.
Yeah, so no, I'm disgusted in this. I feel like if you think about this whole situation, right? I feel like if you look at it, thinking of this whole story, it's like, I think this started before the boyfriend even came. This boyfriend right here needs to say, even came in the house. I feel like, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like she's had prior men in the house before. I feel like there's been things that's gone in the house that had to do with her daughter. I feel like this is not the first man that has touched her when it came to men in her household. And I also believe that I don't feel like this 15-year-old girl wanted to be intimate with this man. I feel like it was forced. And I feel like the mother had some type of enviness going on towards her daughter anyways, prior to him coming into the home. And I think just him coming into the home being his own monster made it worse. But yes, this is a very devastating situation. And, you know, they're both sick and they both deserve the same type of penalty. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, poor daughter, like it should have never got that way. That should have never happened to her.
Mm-mm. Yeah, she don't deserve that at all. She's an innocent soul.
She's a 15-year-old girl, and regardless, we was all 15 at one point. We all thought we knew it all. We all thought we were grown at one point when we were nowhere near grown. But at the same time, I feel like you being the mother, regardless, and this is what I keep going back to, I feel like she's mentally ill. She has some things going on. So I feel like she's probably not being the best mother she could have been anyways in that household prior to him even coming into the household. So with that being said, who knows? There could have been a lot of abuse already going on in that household prior to him even going there. That's probably why the situation happened so easily the way it happened in her household like that. It didn't just, that's not something that's just going to happen overnight. And I'm not saying it with him, but just in the household altogether. Whatever goes on in that household, and like a lot of families say, you know, what goes on in this household stays in this household. So no, she probably wasn't so quick to say anything or going to school and telling anybody, or, you know, she was probably in fear because at the end of the day, she has to go back home and see her mother at the end of the day. So there was probably a lot of things that were going on to her in that household prior to all this that she just couldn't really speak about. And it's just unfortunate that all this happened right here is when we're aware about it.
Mm-hmm. And I think y'all forgetting the big picture. Okay, she was groomed by her mother Okay.
Mhm.
I'm sure when her mom burnt
Mhm.
her up, she didn't. Her mom didn't say, "Okay, go tell the cops on me." I'm sure after the
Right.
mom burnt her up, she knew that her daughter was gonna keep her mouth closed because that's how she felt so comfortable
Right.
doing it. And then to have the
Right.
boyfriend, I don't think no boyfriend did this shit. I think this is a totally different case because she got gunshot wound from this man. Now, what do y'all think
Mhm.
in the comment section? What would make him shoot the daughter, 15-year-old, on different
Maybe.
occasions? Hold on.
And
One in the
mhm.
chest and one in the face. What make a man, a grown man, shoot a 15-year-old in the face, y'all? Come on now. But hold on, Kiki. Hold
No,
on.
it's
Hold
mom.
on. I want to know what do y'all think? What makes a grown man? You a grown man now. You 5 times, 10 times stronger than this little girl. But you want to take a pow and you want to blast her in the face. What was he trying to kill her? Was he trying to take her ass out of here? Did she say, "You did this to me," and pow? And then after he powed her in the chest the first time, what did the mama do? She ain't do shit. She ain't rush her to the hospital. She ain't chastised her boyfriend because they said the following day he powed her in the face. And did they go get this daughter medical wounds? No, she was bleeding out. I guess they didn't put some patches on because in a car accident, they said that her wounds was not intended to, they were not treated right. They were not wrapped. There was nothing. Something is really wrong for a 15-year-old to have bullet wounds and all these burnt up scars on her body. What is wrong with them? Come on now. Calling from 901. You're live on the air.
What's up, GG?
Hey, what's going on?
Man, so much going on, GG, man. That's why I don't do no but have sex with my hands, man.
Okay, listen. Come on now. We can't be too damn graphic. But on a serious note, what's your thoughts about this?
But that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna have to go into, you know what I'm saying, some type of masturbation.
Okay,
You know
come
what I'm
on.
saying?
Can we please stop saying that? I think you're not
No,
taking
but I'm
this
for real,
serious.
GG. What? No, I am. But what I'm saying is, we're gonna have to separate. You know what I'm saying? People gonna have to start getting to themselves. Yeah, you're gonna have to start getting to yourself because you have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you out here doing bad things with other people's children. And you're gonna have to get to yourself, man. You're gonna have to just stay away from around people. For real. Because so much going on.
So you're saying
from the
that he
time
can't help his desire, his appetite to be fleshly. And he see a
he probably couldn't.
15-year-old girl
You gotta
and
think
she's
about,
a
man, a
child.
15-year-old girl. She
What?
look like her mama, right? She just a younger version of her mama, right?
Are
So
you serious?
the mama old. Yeah, man, when a man see a young lady, right? A grown man, full grown man, right? He look at the mama, right? Then he look at the daughter. And he like, he's visualizing the daughter as the mama, but a younger version of the mama. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You got to separate yourself.
But
Because you can't control
why
yourself.
is he sexualizing a child? Why don't he see her as a child?
Man, I don't know. Shit, you got to think about it. She wearing some booty shorts around the house. Or, you know what I'm telling you? She probably enticing that man. You know what I'm telling what that little girl was doing to that dude. She probably coming in that room with them little shorts on. Hey, Mr. Johnny, messing with him. You know, I'm telling what she was doing. He was like, well, fuck that. If it go down, it's going down. You see what I'm saying?
No, I do not. Do y'all hear this shit right here? The Black King is talking. Y'all better call in. Y'all better call in. Do y'all hear this? Him and KFC.
GG, I'm for real.
Well, hold on. Let me put
GG
KFC and see if she agree with you or not. KFC, do you agree with this man? Hold on.
I'd rather not say. No, I was reading the article. I had to read the article to catch myself up because I came in like after you was discussing this. I didn't know. I was unaware of a lot of stuff.
But did you hear what the caller said, KFC? I can't believe him.
No, I disagree with that. Just because someone wear booty shorts doesn't mean they deserve to be SA'd. That's
no,
crazy.
that ain't. But I'm saying you can entice people. Girls do it every day.
But it's up to you to control your enticement, though. That's not the victim's fault to do that.
But it's up to her too. Like girls walk around.
No, it's up to the mother, because the mother should have never brought somebody like that around her child.
Man,
but I don't know the circumstances. Like the mother could have been homeless, and he might have took advantage. You know, he could have been beating the mother too. I mean, I don't know everything, but I'm not victim blaming at the same time either, because she was underage. Even if she was of age, if she did not consent, it's wrong. It doesn't matter what she was wearing or how she looked. We can't make excuses for people who do that, because that's not fair to victims.
It does matter. KFC.
No, it doesn't, because you can go to Amazon. You can go to Amazon, buy a sex doll.
So you
if you're that desperate, they sell sex dolls at Amazon, prime shipping to get to your house in 2 days. Now, what I'm saying is that doesn't justify what happened to this girl. I can't make excuses for that, because that's not fair. I'm glad that they were apprehended and that she hopefully won't be placed back in our household. I know she won't.
KFC. Girls walk around here every day showing they pussy print.
Okay,
but
you
why
know
you
what?
looking?
901,
You ain't gotta look.
Please stop.
What you mean why I'm looking? Come on, KFC. Let's not be crazy. Why I'm looking?
It's not normal behavior to look down at a woman between a woman's legs when you're supposed to be looking at her in the face, right?
Between legs.
Well, I don't know what you do. I'm not around you, so I don't know what you do.
We got to stop lying to each other and be honest. Girls walk around here every day wearing little bitty shirts, showing their belly.
Come on
showing
now.
their pee print.
Okay, but even if they showing all that,
you want me to have some type.
Even if they doing all that, you don't have the right
crazy,
to touch on nobody or to do stuff.
Huh?
Caller, are you married?
No. But I do.
Well, you shouldn't be looking down there anyway, though. Her face ain't down there.
Well, I'm gonna look. I ain't gonna go blind.
All right, with 901, let's hold on. Y'all need to call in. Y'all talking about why do I have callers up here talking like this? Because y'all claiming that y'all better. You guys do not call in. You don't let your voices be heard. You allow other people to speak for you and to be a representation of the Black community for you. I don't know where Pete at, Bella, but shit, you know he's going to be worse. And I'm thankful for KFC, because, girl, I didn't know if KFC was going to agree with him or not. Press 1 if you thought KFC was going to agree with him.
There you go. There you
press
go.
5.
You know what?
If you
I'm
knew,
definitely going to get you back, though. I'm not even worried about it.
If you knew she was not going to agree with him, I'm so glad you didn't agree with that.
No, I don't agree with that. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Okay, hold on, KFC. Hold on. Caller from 111, you're live on the air.
Yeah, usually I agree with men when they talk about how the modern dating world is really all kinds of fucked up.
Well, let's not cuss, please.
I think around the 10.
Can't please
not curse. All right, I won't curse. No problem. The thing is that I'm assuming in this situation that there's a man and a woman, and the woman has a 15-year-old daughter. And when the man comes over to the house, the 15-year-old daughter who lives there is naturally going to walk around anywhere that she wants to because it's her house. Now, men may look, but with a 15-year-old, you cannot touch at all. It's a 15-year-old girl, even if the 15-year-old girl, and I didn't hear that the 15-year-old girl was trying to be a temptress, but even if the 15-year-old girl was trying to be somebody who wanted to have a little bit of nookie on the side, the man should have had enough respect for himself, the mother, and even the girl to say no. Now I'm hearing this guy saying you got to separate yourself. Yeah, the man should separate himself from his own particular desires and get back to being a normal human being and date the mother and leave the child alone. I don't understand why this guy, the caller, would even find this kind of behavior acceptable at all. And like I say, I have shows on BTR in which I'm a male advocate, because a lot of times men's issues, men's feelings, and men's viewpoints are not seen. But in this particular case, come on, the man, any man of any culture is wrong.
Yes.
period.
Thank you for speaking up and saying that. That is very much appreciated. So with this story, what were your thoughts when you heard this story?
Well, like I said, I just came in on the back end, so I don't know what the story is.
Well,
except
do
that
you
I'm
mind if I
assuming...
tell you the story?
No, no problem.
Okay, so we have a 40-year-old mother, which is Latanya Harris, and we have Terrence Washington. He's 41. They are fiancés, boyfriends, girlfriends. They stay together. The mother have two daughters, a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old. The first situation they talked about happened in February, where the mom caught her fiancé on top of her daughter. Okay. And the mom took the daughter and she put rubbing alcohol, lighter fluid, and she burned her daughter up for it. And she blamed her daughter for it. And her daughter had burnt marks from her neck all the way down to her stomach. And she did not get her daughter attention, medical care, anything. Then they said recently the boyfriend shot the daughter, 15-year-old, in the chest. And then on another occasion, he shot her in the face. Then recently, he was driving with the mom and the two girls in the back seat, and they got into a bad car accident. And when the ambulance have got the daughter, they realized she have 2 bullet wounds that has not been treated. And she has a lot of burn marks all over her body. So they investigated it and she confessed, and the 10-year-old confessed. And that's how they got in trouble. The mom and the boyfriend are now locked up for essaying her and R'ing her and trying to take her out of here, K'ing her. And so is the mom.
Huh. Well, this would be a situation where I'll go back to what I was saying originally about, of course, the man is wrong. But when you say that the girl got shot and then got shot again, that means that the guy suffered no repercussions whatsoever from the first time. And for this so-called family to be in a car together, and for the girl not to run away after having been burned by the mother, wow. See, this is that situation with the mother burning her own child. She obviously blamed her for supposedly allowing the man to be on top of her.
Right.
Now, even if the 15-year-old girl did entice the guy, right, and said, "Yeah, come and do me," the 15-year-old girl is responsible for her thoughts and her actions. But since she's a juvenile, she's not going to jail. And since she is 15 years old, the 41-year-old guy should have said no, plain and simple. No, you are too young. You may be very good looking. Maybe you want me, but I have to be the responsible man here. And no, I cannot go to bed with you. If that's what happened. Now,
yeah, but that's not the type of
guy.
That's not the type of guy he is, right? Because that type of guy is not going to pile a girl 2 times. And that type of guy is not going to sit around and watch the mother burn her. That type of guy that you're describing is not him.
No, it's not. Now, here's where I go back to where I'm the male advocate. Women usually like to boast about how nurturing they are. How nurturing can this mother be for her to blame her daughter and burn her?
She's not nurturing at all.
Absolutely. She's not. So she is not a victim in this particular scenario at all. She's a partner. She's somebody who contributed to this particular situation. Maybe she didn't know about the guy having sex with her daughter the first time, but I'm sure that he had sex with her 2 or 3 or 4 times, or maybe even more. And she knew about it. She knew about it. Therefore, she allowed the daughter to be molested. So both this mother and the boyfriend need to go to jail. And that poor girl, and I'm not one for the separation of families, okay? Because this poor girl needs to get out of there. And the 10-year-old, she needs to get out of there. But they're going to go through the foster home system. They may be treated even worse, and maybe if they're lucky, they'll end up in the same foster home together, stay sisters, and perhaps receive the nurturing care that they as children deserve. But I tell you one thing, from what I've heard and read over the years, this kind of situation isn't that all uncommon. That's
What?
the sad part about it. It's
What are you
not that
saying?
uncommon. That's right. I'm not talking about the burning part. I'm not talking about the shooting. That is, boy, I haven't heard much about those kind of situations before. But for women who know that their children are being molested by their boyfriend, they would give up the child in order to stay with the boyfriend.
Wow.
That is not that uncommon. Yeah.
Well, that's shocking to me. That's shocking to me.
Well, if it's the first time you've heard it, the second time you've heard it, or the third time you've heard it, yeah. But like I say, it's not that uncommon. Excuse me.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate that. Feel free to call in. The guys are calling in. People are calling in. I appreciate that. Now, KFC, you have more talking points after reading the article. And what were you going to say?
Yeah, well, he was mentioning about the girl's injuries being burned. Yeah, how the mother was trying to take care of him at home. Yeah, that was terrible. This is one of the worst cases I've ever read before. It's really sad, though. Seriously. It's sad. I mean, because they're saying that she was shot on 2 separate days within the home, which went untreated as the family traveled to Texas.
Yeah.
I can just imagine what that little girl was going through. It's sad. It really is.
And pow by the mother's boyfriend, the fiance, the man that SA'd her. Yeah. Why did he do that, KFC? Why would a man that SA'd you and R you want to shoot you on 2 different occasions?
Maybe she threatened to tell. You know, maybe he thought he was doing that to silence her. Because if he wanted to take her life, I'm sure he would have made sure he did that. So maybe he was doing it to silence her. She threatened to tell. She probably got tired of being abused, threatened to report him. I don't know. You know, I don't know why her mother would stand over top of her with the rubbing alcohol and the lighter. You know, it's one of these cases where you just don't want to say anything because anything could be the wrong thing to say. But, you know, justice for this 15-year-old, and the world is a wicked place. You know, I know we're living in the last days, but this is one of the worst cases I've ever, because I'm studying another case, but this is one of the worst ones I've ever read as far as the details of what happened to her. It really is. It's sad, though.
Yeah.
It really is.
All right, put you on hold. You know it's bad when KFC in a chokehold. Calling from 985. You're live on the air, 985.
Hello.
Yes, talk to me. Yeah, I can hear you. We need to know your thoughts on this.
Well, on what they say, and I don't think Mr. Joe played with him.
Okay, I can't hear you that well. Do you have me on speaker or something?
My earpiece.
Can you take that out?
Hold on.
All right, so I'm gonna come back to you real quick. We do have, I can't pronounce this. Al's Q. Are you there? In StreamYard. Q. Are you there? All right, we're gonna come back to you. Okay. You see me struggling trying to pronounce your name, and you just sitting there looking crazy. Calling from 985. We back.
Okay. I was just saying that I'm really thinking that they're gonna throw the book at him down. It's like nobody in the area had no idea how old this son. We just found out he was living in the car behind the trailer, behind the little double wide.
Her oldest son. She got a son. I didn't know she had a son.
Yeah, she put that poor child out.
Girl, tell us the whole story, because you're not telling everything. Tell us the whole story. Now, the article, I didn't know she had a son. How old is the son? And you talking about what's her name? Latoya? Let me look at her name
Yes.
real quick. Okay, so the
La-
mom,
Latoya,
Latanya
something.
and Harrison.
Yeah, she
How
go
many
along
kids
with
she
my little
got?
sister.
How many kids she got?
3 all together.
Okay, tell us the kids
But
so I
the
won't have to keep
oldest son,
asking you. How old is the oldest son?
I'm not gonna. He's like about what, 18? He's still a baby though. I mean, he's still a child. He's really going like. Everybody just needs to pray. It's a lot. He had no idea because he was living in the back of the double wide in a wrecked up car. He didn't even say nothing. And the poor child got him a job and everything.
So he
It's
didn't
a
see
lot.
his sister with all the burn marks?
Huh?
He didn't see his sister
No,
with the burnt marks. He didn't hear the pow
none of that.
pows.
No, he probably was at work when that happened. And like one of the neighbors had said one night when they heard the shot, but you know in the area you always hear gunshots, you know.
Oh shit.
And nobody don't call the police no more.
Yeah, this was in Louisiana, right? This was in Louisiana, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, was it in Texas? Which one?
No, it happened down here, and she was supposed to be going to Texas. Something she was getting rid of the body.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Girl, hold up. So they were in Louisiana going to Texas, and they was going to finish the daughter off.
I'm not sure, but that's what everybody in the neighborhood thinks.
Girl, well, hold up now, goddammit. Girl, hold up. They was going to finish that girl off. What, was he going to essay her one more last time before he dump her and get rid of the body? It's by the grace of God. God had his hand in this. God had his hand in this. God said, you would not take my child. You would not take my child. He done stopped all this. The wicked shall get their just due. They will get what they deserve. Now keep telling me what you've been hearing now.
I don't want. I got kind of scared on the phone, you know.
Don't be scared. They in jail. They can't do nothing to you. And God got you. You don't let fear get to you. Come on now. When God on your side, who should you fear? Nobody. Come on, tell it.
Yeah, when her son went to work today, I don't want to say where he working at though, but oh my God, they say he broke down again because it's too much. It's everywhere, and I think they're going, Lord, and in Terrebonne Parish, they do not play. They don't. They'll never see daylight again.
That's good. They're getting what they deserve. They are getting what they deserve. Shit, they should get worse.
Yeah. I just want to come on and just let everybody just pray for them.
Okay, we need to pray for the family. And lift hands for the son and for the daughter. Now, what's going on with the 10-year-old?
Not too much. They say she saw like the same thing which I heard on the news. It's basically the same thing that we got.
Did he touch on her? Did he touch the 10-year-old?
No, that's his daughter. That's his daughter.
Girl, see, you ain't telling me everything. See, I didn't know that shit. Did y'all know that 10-year-old girl was Terrence's daughter? Press 1 if y'all knew that. Press 8 if y'all didn't. Y'all up here, and I didn't know that, and I thank you for calling. You got to give us more information, girl. So that is Terrence's biological daughter.
Yeah.
So that's why he ain't do nothing to the 10-year-old girl.
I guess so. You know, I really don't know. I can't believe. Oh my God!
Just tell it. So what else happened? How long has this 15-year-old been going through this?
Well, you know, it could have. They found out from in the news and saying February, but
Right. But
you
you know, behind
really
the
can't say
scenes, tell
February
us.
because they was homeschooled.
Oh, did y'all
So
hear that? Thank you for
you
more
know,
information. P want to know, what, didn't they go to school? They was homeschooled. Who teaching her? The mama teaching? She smart like that?
wait,
Well, I
in
guess you
school
don't
she
gotta be,
was
you
like
know
I said.
what? You
See,
don't
I
gotta be
don't.
smart to be homeschooled, because my sister, she ain't smart at all, but she homeschooling her son. I don't know how that's working, but hell, anybody can homeschool nowadays. So
And
they
that's kind of how
homeschool.
nobody caught on.
That's why nobody caught on. And can you imagine how many times he been S-ing her all this time? And he's been in that household for years, girl. When did it start? That's the question. But I guess nobody know that when it started.
No. Mm-mm.
What else you know?
But if I find out, that's basically it.
No, just keep talking, because you're telling me stuff and you don't even realize you're telling some stuff I did not know. So just keep talking. What else you just tell us?
Like the last time I had seen her, like right before they had got double white, I had ran into her at Walmart and I had talked to her a little while. Because like I said, her and my sister go along.
Right.
Went to school together. And I had talked to her for a good little while, and the kids was in there too. It looked like a little, it was happy. It was, you just never know.
You never know. So the last time you see her, she looked happy. So the lady,
The kids too.
Latanya Ann Harrison, can you tell us, who is she? How's her personality? Is she a mean lady, a nice lady? Is she smart? She dumb? She wild? Who is she?
She was smart. She was smart in school, and that was honor roll kids. Like
What?
at first when they used to get picked on, her and my sister used to get picked on together. So they used to help out for each other. But then she started hanging with the popular girls and left my sister by herself. So it was a lot.
Okay. She's smart and she was a popular girl. How did she end up with this Dusty? Because do you know anything about Terrence?
No idea. No, that's the thing. No.
So when your girlfriend, when your sister knew that Latanya was messing around with Terrence, y'all didn't say nothing? Y'all did no research on the nigga? Be like, yeah, girl, her man is X, Y, and Z. And nothing like that? You don't know
No,
nothing
because
about
as
Terrence?
people get older, like, everybody go their separate ways. Unless you see each other at a party or something like that. But now that people look at it, they was always, you never seen them. It was like
she was
they
just
pop
ghost.
back up
So
when this happened.
Latanya, and was she's on drugs? Is she a drug addict or something?
That's what I never seen them, but that's what they say, around here.
Oh, that's what the rumor is. She's on that shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
What else? So did you ever talk to the 15-year-old before?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I just seen him that one time in the store, and she was like, what? They had the trailer a couple of years now. That was maybe about 3-4 years ago.
Uh-huh. Did you see the guy, Terrence, when you saw him? Or they were just by themselves?
No, never. I have never saw him. Like, that's why a lot of people like, where he come from? Well, who he is? Even like our area is like pretty much everybody know everybody. Or because everybody parents been friends since all our lives, so but I can't tell you nothing about him though. I don't know.
So who's gonna take care of the daughter? Is she gonna go in child protective? They got family that's gonna take care of them?
Y'all, that's the most of, I would say
Is a brother gonna
it'll
get
be
them?
better if somebody just adopt them.
Oh, you
Not
don't think
enough
the
brother
brother
still
can
needs
take
help
care of them?
itself.
Huh?
Because there's some trauma there with him.
Oh, he don't got them all upstairs.
He's going through a lot. You know, he's been put out at an early age. Nobody knew until after this that he'd been living in a car behind the trailer.
Who put him out?
He was already going to work. She put him out.
Hold
He
on.
had found
I
him a
know
job.
you
The
lying.
mama.
I know you lying. Latanya
Yes, ma'am.
and Harrison put him out.
Yep.
Why she put her own son out? Because of that nigga?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Had to be
girl.
so nobody
She
won't
ain't
tell.
shit. She ain't shit. So she put her own son out because Terrence said, I'm going to be the only man in this house. Ain't no other man going to be in this house but me. How old was he when he put that boy out?
The little boy is what, 60? He been put out for like about maybe 6 months.
Oh, so that's recent. That's not that long ago, huh?
No.
Okay. So 6 months ago, he ain't
And the
seen
more
none of that
sad part
shit?
is he got a father that lived right down the street. This the part that really, you know, he got a father that lived right down the street. He went and lived in a wrecked car instead of going to his daddy. So that tells you a lot too. Like these Lord Hammers, they didn't have nobody. These church didn't have nobody.
So his father don't want nothing to do with him either.
I really can't say it because I mean he got his other girl. I don't know about that.
So the daughter, 15-year-old, where her daddy?
I think down there in Texas.
Her daddy is in Texas?
Yes.
What her daddy
But
got to
he
say
might
about
have
all
charges
this?
too. Huh?
What her daddy got to say about all this?
Oh, I don't know. But I think it had y'all didn't see the daddy on the news?
I missed that part. Tell me, what happened, girl?
Oh, well, I didn't watch it either. My aunt was telling me, but from what my aunt was telling me, the daddy, he might be in trouble too because I think he was supposed to have custody.
So the dad's supposed to have custody of the daughter, and he did not have custody, or
No.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot when it. And I don't even know. I shouldn't even be saying some of this because they didn't put it on the news, and I know the police know by now.
Girl, we family.
I might
We
be
trying to
saying too
get
much.
help for this girl. We trying to get an understanding.
I know.
We ain't trying to hurt her or harm
But I
her.
know Terrebonne not gonna play. I know they're not coming. They're not gonna see another deal like.
Well, that's good. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. This is sad. And this all could have been prevented.
If I hear anything else, I'll let you know.
Please, girl, let me know. So, Latanya Ann Harrison, she got 3 baby daddies.
Yeah.
3 baby daddies, girl. And you said she was smart and popular.
Smart, yeah.
What happened? What the hell happened?
I don't know.
Girl, life is lifing. All right. Well, I thank you, baby. I'm glad you called in. Calling from 470. You're live on the air.
Hold on. Let me mute my TV.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, girl?
I'm all right. That conversation was crazy. What I think is that I wish a brother would come in my home and tap in and ever look at mine, you're out the door immediately. I don't even do those. So, just for saying that she was smart and all this stuff, that's crazy. I couldn't even picture if you even thought you was spanking mine, it was a problem. We not even doing that. You got to have your own place. I'm not even bringing those type of people. When you have kids and you're a single mom, you have to know that it's a line. You visit him, bringing him in and shot my daughter. On God, ma'am, please, please, my daughter, girl, no, ma'am, shoot mom. Oh no, never. That wouldn't even took place. Something is wrong with the mother. It looks like something is wrong with her. When you look at her, it looked like something is wrong with her. She looked very different. Okay, and they should have been checking on her since a long time ago. Family members and everybody. And the first shot, was she going to school like that? Did the teachers know? See, I blame
she
everybody.
was homeschooled, girl.
Oh, okay, that's right. She was homeschooled. That's right. So they kept her in. Oh, you know what? That accident, I hate it happened. But if it wasn't for the accident, that was God.
Yeah.
For them police
He
to pull them
intervened.
over and say, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, it's an accident.
Save them.
I don't know if they said not going anywhere, but you're right. You're right. Because they saw the bullet wounds of the girl, and they said, "What is going on with this girl in the back?" You sure right.
That's right. Like God said, that's it. Y'all going to Texas? Oh no, that girl probably is praying in her head. And that 10-year-old, I could just well imagine. Like, are you crazy? What is going on to keep a girl? Don't even say.
And girl, do you know that was her biological daddy?
The one that got shot?
No, the 10-year-old.
Oh, the other one.
The 10-year-old.
Goodness.
Yeah, she got 3 baby daddies, girl. 3 baby daddies.
Okay. Okay.
So the 15-year-old is not his. And then she got a son that she kicked out recently, and that's not his either. So she been doing a lot.
I guess she been doing a lot. She should have been checked on. And the neighbors, I'm the type of neighbor though. I'm not nosy, but I promise you, if I hear anything, I am going to definitely let the authorities know. I don't care what you say. Do a check.
Girl, they said they live in the trailers. They said gunshots, that's normal. That ain't shit. Because I guess they go on them hiking and shooting them goddamn bears. I don't know. But they say they're always shooting pow-pows over there. So shit, that ain't nothing. That's just like somebody turning up the TV or the radio.
But if you see a kid walking funny coming out the door or anything, you got to know something wrong.
Yeah, but that's not the neighborhood they live in. That's not the neighborhood they live on. They said the boy.
They too scared.
No, they just don't give a fuck. The boy was living in his car behind a trailer.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah. See, I'm the neighbor. I'm going to be like, look, somebody better go send somebody over there because that's not normal. Whether y'all like it or not, go do your job, go do something. And I've been on call the Mayor Action Center. I am big on that and say it needs to be a welfare check done. Nobody hasn't done anything, and it looks real funny over there at this time. And she could probably been saved. I hope that she didn't pass away, did she?
No, she did not. Not that we know of.
That's good. But 2 gunshots? How could she survive that?
That's guy.
Oh, honey, that's it. I wish a brother would step into my place looking at any of mine. Oh, what? Oh, no, that's it. I see you later. You out. And I will check for you somewhere else. And then it.
And pow her on 2 different days. One in the face and one in the chest on 2 different occasions.
How did she I just can't even imagine.
Rumor has they was traveling because they was gonna finish her and get rid of the body. That was rumor had it.
And keep the 10-year-old?
Yeah, that's his child.
Oh my goodness. He must have been on some real drugs because it says in the article that he was beating the baby mother up with a wine bottle.
Ooh, girl. I didn't know he was beating
Yes,
on. Hold on, girl. What? He was beating on
yes.
Latanya?
He was beating on that girl, the baby mother, with the wine bottle when I read it. Yep, it says that.
Ooh, wee. No, I didn't know that. I didn't
So
know
she
she was
was,
getting her butt whooped.
and when they got in that hospital, that doctor said that they was not leaving. And investigators came, I guess, with Child Protective Services, and that was it for them. They was thinking they really come in and check on their daughter and all that. No. I'm so glad she was able to tell and that little girl because they probably would
Yeah.
felt more safe.
I'm glad she was able to tell. She had the courage to tell, and she was not scared and like saying no. I'm glad that God
Oh
gave
my
her the strength to
goodness.
talk.
Girl, I will be locked up immediately. You did what? Girl, I am crazy. I will never go for nothing like that. Is no excuse for nothing. I do not play when it comes to kids. You don't look at nobody's kids. If your man looking at your kids, then he does not need to be there. It's not having no self-conscious nothing going on, but you may have a problem, and your problem ain't gonna lie here. I protect all mine.
Girl,
Period.
we had
I don't
a
want no
male
man.
caller up here earlier talking about he's gonna look.
Oh no, that is disgusting. Well, he needs to be looked at because you have lost your mind. We know in the streets that sometimes kids wear little things or whatever. That's the way of the world. But to actually think you're gonna touch them or say something to them in a household, you will never be there. And I don't care how bad I want. These women run behind these men like you gotta have one. You don't. You associate yourself outside. You could be outside. This is where they live. This is their station. This is where they live. That's why I protect them at. This is their house. Now I can come visit you, but you coming up over here laying up with me, that's a no-go. Not here. I don't play about
they was
what?
fiancés and they already had a 10-year-old child together. So he was up in that house. That was their house.
He looked weird. First of all, if she would have looked in the mirror at herself every day, she could have known something was wrong. Especially when you walked in and he did that. Brother wouldn't have been living. It would have been a problem. I don't know what I would have took and seen something like that. What? And agreed to it? I don't know. It looks like she was on something and he looked shot out. That was abnormal, period, point blank. I don't know what they do in Louisiana, but yeah, they different out there. I don't play about no kids, no men looking at my kids. If I found out, you would not be around. And I know, like I said, that Gigi, these women are so into, oh, I gotta have a man. Girl, do you really? We know what grown men are about, or men that's gentlemen, respectful men. But I don't play about that. Even if you don't respect me, you can't come around me. I will be by myself. I got plenty of friends, but you won't be here. You hear my place? It's empty. It's me. Yeah, I live very comfortable. My kids is grown, but I don't play. Even my G babies, I don't play. If they taking a bath, they get older. The father shouldn't be in that area either. Excuse me, watch out, Dad. Hey, I don't do those. So they both look like something was wrong with them. She's sitting there with plaits in her head in 2024 looking crazy, unless you getting your hair done or something. Look, spots all over your face. There is a problem. Your eyeballs is looking crazy through your glasses. He looks as shot out, period. So, yeah, for her and him, I don't know. And I just don't know what to say for them. I pray for them. And like KFC said, we are in the last days, but I don't play about no children. I don't think that also, the comment that she made about, well, maybe she thought she was going to tell. So what? You shoot my daughter, it's over with. That's it. What? That's it. The part, is all over with Gigi. There's no explanation whether she was going to tell or not. She's supposed to. She's 15. She's still a little girl. Those are little girls to me. I worked in group homes and everything. No, that's not the case. You could never make a statement like that, whether she was going to tell or not. He was been supposed to be gone. If not, I would have left with mine and left him there. And she's sick if she put a son out for him and let him live in the back of a car. I could never go. I treat my kids so good. And they're grown. And they come visit me. They sleep lovely. They eat lovely. I could never do that to my children. If it's a problem, we speak about it. From boyfriends or whatever is going on in their life. It's about protection. And 15, there's no excuse for those two. She had to be definitely mentally gone, or she just, but she gonna know now, Gigi, as of today and moving forward. And when they, if they high, when they get sober and they come down, Gigi, within 1 week, really quick, they gonna know that it is completely over with. I'm very upset about that. Kids is different, Gigi. You have to protect them. I don't do the, even if they was looking sideways at my daughter, I will approach you, let you know you will never come back. But see, when I was younger, I didn't have that going on. I mostly, if I wanted to visit somebody, I stood out because I had my kids home. That's just it. The food was theirs. I took care of them, and that's the way I kept it, because if it wasn't your father, I'm not bringing that in to do that. You don't even need to really meet my kids if we're not getting serious. That's how I look at things. We're friends, and that's it. All that coming in here, and, I don't care if I had one kid with you. It doesn't matter. If I even think you sideways strange, you'll never see me again. I don't have a friend like that. Ain't never seen me again. Never. And call me on these crazy numbers, Gigi. I did that so quick. Like these text-free numbers. I don't play, period. I'm not doing that. I'd rather be alone by myself, protecting my children, in order to be in something like that. And to pop out, my God. I just hope she is in the hospital really recovering, and it doesn't matter if she be in foster care. Hopefully they get a family that truly loves them. Because see, those type of cases, hopefully they treat different, because she went through a lot. And if they place her with a family that really cares. Okay, because number one, you don't even know how long she's been homeschooled, which is nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, she probably have some differences about herself, how she gonna feel when she go back to school or anything in her head. And she would be scared if she tell. What? Oh, Gigi, I wouldn't care. You don't touch nobody's kid. I just can't even explain it. I don't even want to be nasty with my mouth, but honey, I'm trying to hold it back. I will go ham on him.
I know you will.
And those people, Gigi, you have to protect the kids. That's awful. And if he even thought that he had to have, sexual preferences like that, from day one, you're a sicko. You're a sicko. Yeah, you're a sicko. So you need to go. And I hope they punish him, because obviously, he ain't get it, but he gonna get it now. And they're gonna have a hard time in prison. Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time because they don't like sexual predators.
He's a demon.
Oh, he's a demon. May God have mercy on him. But he gonna have to sit. He looking crazy.
Nah, God, don't you have mercy on him? Nah, God, he will make him feel your wrath, God. Show him the right way, God. Strike him down. Take him out one by one, two by two, and in mass. Take him.
Ooh. We got to take him out, though.
Yeah, he's going to get what he deserves. He's going to get what he deserves.
He is. I just think your picture for the first time. It's hard to place a face with a picture when you don't see you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be coming back on more often.
All right. Well, you got to show your face so we can see who you are.
Booyah. Okay.
Booyah. Well, thank you so
Y'all better
much.
show me
You a
love and
mess.
share my videos. That's all I gotta say. All right, thank you,
I heard
baby.
that.
Oh,
Thank
you better
you.
tell
Have
it.
a good evening.
You too. Calling from 210. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Yes. How you
Yes,
doing?
I just wanted to say a
Yeah,
couple. Oh,
yeah, I want to
I'm
know
doing
your
fine. This is the
thoughts.
first time I've ever called in.
It's
So,
okay. We wanted to know your thoughts about this. Go ahead.
okay, my thoughts are like, okay, when people say mental illness, that's giving them an excuse. Please stop doing that because
Okay.
they're disgusting, evil people. And the mental illness is giving an excuse and not holding them accountable for their evil actions.
Yeah.
And that just boils my blood when people were saying that in the comment section. I was just all like, no, because they can use that shit in court and be all like, oh, well, I was mentally ill. No, you need to suffer your consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was just nervous. I never called a show before.
So what did you think about this case?
It's horrible. Like, and then some of the men that were calling, oh, well, she was wearing this. It doesn't matter. She's a damn child. Don't look at children. It's that easy.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's gross. It's
felt.
like, what is wrong with people?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My blood was like boiling. Like when I was like hearing him say, well, you know, she was wearing this, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter what she was wearing. You control what you look at.
Yeah, they act like he said it like he can't help himself.
Yes, exactly. And that's like giving people an excuse, and it's so disgusting. It's like people need to be accountable for their actions, you know, and giving people an excuse is a way out. It's just like, no, I'm tired of people doing that.
Yeah, they're gonna blame you. They're gonna say, well, you wore this and you wore that. That's how they be feeling. It's sad, but that's
because
just how it is.
I was a teenage girl one time, and stupid, disgusting men looked at me, and I was all like, how about I tell my dad, you know, that you're looking at a 14-year-old?
Mm.
They don't want to mess with my dad.
I can't believe they were looking at you.
Yeah, and I was 14. Like, it's disgusting.
Wow.
And that's why I just got so mad. I was just like, what is wrong with people? Like, don't give these people an excuse. It's not mental illness. It's just, they're disgusting. They're evil.
You're right.
And that's what they always come up with the excuse. Oh, they were mentally ill. They were mentally ill. No. They were depraved. That's what they were. Let's call it like it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's really all I wanted to say, Gigi. I'm just so nervous, and I was just so heated. I just, you know, I've never called into a show before. With this story, it got me.
Well, I'm glad you called in and you expressed yourself so people can, know how you feel. This is what it's all about. Well, thank you so much for calling in, babe. All right. So I'm going to let you go. And I just want to say, if you guys enjoy us covering stories like this, please press 5 and please support these stories by liking this video, by giving a comment. Even if you rewatching it, we need your comments, we need your likes, we need your shares. Okay, we need to start covering more stories like this. You know why? Because ain't nobody covering them. Ain't nobody in the blogs is covering these stories. Okay, they covered a certain topic all the time. You see everybody talking about it. But ain't nobody covering these stories of our Black people. What's going on in our neighborhoods that we need to be aware of, and we need to have more conversations about these moms not being mothers and these fathers not being fathers, because he was a father of a 10-year-old. But how could you be a father when you putting pause on the mom? How could you be a father when you SN her sister and trying to KK her sister? What is going on? What is going on in the world? And these are 40-year-olds. I am so shocked and appalled with the 40-year-olds. Get it together. And they said she was so smart and she was popular in high school. What the hell happened? Something up. Something is up. And the homegirl was homeschooled. Y'all got to check on these homeschool kids. I don't trust this homeschool shit. Can y'all stop with the homeschool? I don't trust. I got a sister homeschool and I don't trust her ass either. I don't trust these homeschool parents. I sure don't. I don't trust them, y'all. I do not trust these homeschool parents. We need to go check on these parents that's homeschooling their kids at the home. We need to find out what's going on. We need to find out what's going on. Okay? You right. The mama never cared. All right. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. I hope you guys call in next time. And I love you guys. And I see y'all sooner than later. DJ, where are you?